Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Watson, off play action, rolling to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
All day, dog.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
I can't believe they let you play.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 54 yards.
And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Sheds off the tackle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray steps away. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Check 24, check 24.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins, 72 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to air it out again. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. First carry for James Conner.
And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he's down to the 11.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Into space at the 45.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Where you go?
Moore, the man in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Running for it, here's Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now. Flush to his right. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's Murray. He's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. There it is. The defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Check 43.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options?
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown! Jordan Akins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Murray, throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now on second down.
Looking to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Throwing now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Mike 51, Mike 51. Man, I got you. 51's a Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
That is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Murray, one final try.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.